The Fortnite storyline has given us some crazy events. From the evil lair launching a rocket into our skies, to mass snowstorms across our entire Fortnite map. From sinking purple cubes to large electronic dance events. Fortnite has seen a bunch of crazy live events in-game, but which ones are the best? Which ones have really wowed the players and inspired them to keep playing? And which ones have left people scratching their heads? In today's video, we're going to be looking at all the live events in Fortnite from Season 1 to our current Season 9 and ranking them on their awesomeness and not so awesomeness. Guys, this is all the Fortnite live events tier list from Season 1 to Season 9. Let's get into it. Okay, welcome. I bet you didn't think you'd see me doing a tier list video, did you? Neither did I. I don't think there's anybody more qualified to talk about these live events than me. I've seen pretty much all of them, and I have followed them all from start to finish. So if anyone knows which event is actually awesome and which event is not so great, it's probably me. As you can see on the side, we got awesome, pretty good, okay, not great, and why? Why? I just realized I'm missing one of the, one of the images. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I knew this was gonna be scuffed, but I didn't think it was gonna be like this scuffed. Of course, these are all the events from the first season to the current season that we're in right now. This is everything. No, you got the comment right there. Yo, is that Kevin? And of course, the craziest event of them all. The marshmallow event. But we're coming to you, alright? You guys know how a tier list works. We're gonna be ranking all of these live events and talking a little bit about them because there are a lot of new players that don't have a clue about these events and have never even seen them. So we are gonna be showing this off in the video. Oh, guys, super quick, if you want to support me, make sure you use the support a creator code on the screen right now. Alright, sorry, let's get back to it. Let's start off right at the start of all of this, Season 1. There was nothing in Season 1, nor 2, so we're gonna start with Season 3. Season 3 was the first time we ever saw events in Fortnite. Most players don't consider this an official event, but it was the first time that we actually saw something happening in Fortnite. Slowly, players saw comets raining down from the sky, and this eventually led into a new season where a comet was found right in the center of Dusty Depot, which eventually led on to us discovering the visitor. You know, this wasn't one I actually saw myself. I wasn't live in the event for this one. So it's cool. It's the first time we've ever seen it, but you know, it ain't great. It wasn't the best. Look, for the first attempt, it was pretty cool. It's a pretty cool event for players who were experiencing it, but compared to everything else on this list, this was not the best. It's not great. Yo, okay, listen, this is not some kind of bedtime story, so I'm not gonna go through them one at a time in the same order. I'm just gonna pick them randomly, just because I feel like that's better, it's more fun. Now, I'm a little torn about where this one should go, because this is the first time that I really got into the storyline. This event holds a special place in my heart, because this is when I knew I wanted to play Fortnite for real. Obviously, Kevin the Cube was rolling around the map, and eventually he found his way to Loot's Lake, where he took the dive and dispersed into the water. At least that's what we thought at the time. This was just okay. I would say this was probably just okay. It was pretty epic at the time, but honestly, it's pretty just okay. Speaking of pretty okay, I think it's time we deal with you. Yo, I know I was hinting at the Marshmallow event being total garbage and I was gonna rank it really low. It was okay. Listen, if you like Marshmallow and you like Fortnite, I guess it's pretty cool. Players were able to see this live event happen right in front of them, where apparently the words that were being said by Marshmallow was actually live. I didn't realize it was actually live. I thought this was all pre-recorded. It's going in the okay section. It was pretty cool. But when you sort of realize you're in a lobby of 100 people and you're all kind of just dancing on a video game, I mean, yeah, it's just okay. I want to talk about the Ice Blizzard. The Ice Blizzard is definitely one of the coolest events I think we have seen in Fortnite. The Ice King of Polar Peak was flying in the sky as he casted a spell to manifest a giant spiritual version of himself, in which he rained a blizzard of ice and snow across our Fortnite worlds. And it was pretty okay. It was pretty okay. This is actually one of my more favorite events, but it didn't last very long, and I think I was live streaming this event and I was killed whilst it was going on. killed. Yeah, look, I was killed. Oh my god. Dude, what an asshole. It's going in the okay. It doesn't quite reach the pretty good and the awesome category just because it's so short and because that guy killed me. Let's talk about the Rocket event. The Rocket event is generally considered to be one of the best events in Fortnite. We saw the visitor launch this rocket where it was on course to wipe out Tilted Towers forever. Of course, this did not happen. Rifts randomly opened up and consumed the rocket, sending it into a wild frenzy in the sky. Awesome. I don't think anyone's going to disagree there. I think this rocket event is one of the few awesome events in Fortnite. The references of the rocket even exist in Season 9 today, as we see our new futuristic Tilted Towers with this massive rocket reference in the middle. This was an awesome event. This was an awesome event. Why? Why? The butterfly events came to us at the end of Season 6, where Kevin was finally destroyed and players were transported into this alternate dimension, which eventually unveiled the new Loot Lake. After all the craziness that we had with the cube and players wondering what the cube actually was, this is the event we got. That's a butterfly, apparently, and this is you. I don't know. I mean, someone... I think this event left people a little bit confused, and we just spent a whole season and a half hyping up the cube and its finale, and we got a butterfly. It's literally what we got. It's crazy. And only now at the end of Season 8 do we actually understand what this event was. It literally took 2 seasons for us to even discover what this was. So why Epic? Why? Try and make it a bit clearer next time. Please, thank you. Much love. Mwah. Let's quickly deal with these two. Both the cube events. Obviously, the cube spawning for the first time and the cube leaving us for the last time. Maybe. The cube's returning, by the way. For the sake of neatness and kind of having everything on the screen without gaps, I'm gonna put these in the pretty good section. Both of these events were pretty good. There was a lot of mystery surrounding the cube when it first came into the game, and I think Kevin the Cube really launched the hype for Fortnite. This mystery took us all the way through multiple seasons, and he finally left us at the end of Season 6 with this spectacular explosion. Rest in peace, my brother Kevin the Cube. You'll be missed until you're back, and we'll be here. We'll be here. So yeah, those two are in the pretty good section. I would say that that's a good place for them to be at. That's pretty good. Listen, the New Year's event was fine. If you like disco balls and dancing, it was okay, but not great. And of course, the Butterfly event 2.0, or the Unvaulting event, or whatever you want to call it. Once again, we find ourselves in this confusing dimension where nothing really seems to make a lot of sense. This time, players found themselves being sucked into the Loot Lake Vault, where they had to vote on an item that they wanted to come back into the game. All the items were cemented in these pillars, where they had to hit it with their pickaxe to choose which item they wanted back. Players who've been playing the game will know the drum gun had made the return. But of course, why? Why? I don't know. We don't know right now. We found ourselves in an unknown dimension, not knowing what is going on. This event was actually kind of cool. It was kind of cool, I have to admit. Mostly the parts where the Loot Lake bunker actually opened up. That was really cool. Yo, that little event should have had its own rating, probably, but I'm not sure why this event was in the game, but it was. Oh my god, dude. The Volcano event. The Volcano event was the final event for Season 8. And in fact, the last event that we've had so far in Fortnite. It saw the eruption of the volcano, sending massive rocks flying into the sky, destroying some of our favorite locations in Fortnite. Retail Road, Polar Peak, and Tilted Towers were left in a destructive state, covered in lava, and just kind of like really messy and not ideal, you know? Awesome. This event was awesome. This is one of the best events I think we've ever had in Fortnite. Maybe the best event. Seeing all of this happen as the event was live was crazy. No disrespect to anyone who wasn't able to see the event live. Seeing these legendary locations being sent into flames and wiped completely within seconds has to be one of the craziest experiences we've had in Fortnite ever. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. This was the tier list from Season 1 to Season 9. These are the best ranking events in Fortnite, leaving the Rocket and the Volcano event as the most awesome events in Fortnite. And I don't think anybody will dispute that. I actually would quite like to see where you guys put these events. I actually think it would be pretty interesting. And of course, if you disagree and you think these two events are actually pretty good, don't let me know.